Hey, what is up, everyone? Welcome back to the United Falling podcast. I am your host, Jason, and we've got,
This is Thomas.
This is Steven.
and we're missing one here, but that's okay. We're starting off this new season with a more lighthearted topic, and you guessed it, it's about food.
You guessed it.
Andrew's favorite subject, and he's not here
but
today.
too bad he's not here. So this is going to be a short and sweet episode, as it should be. Okay. So I was thinking, well, not really thinking, I was eating, and I was having one of my favorite foods, which is Korean fried chicken. Actually, scratch the Korean part, just fried chicken in general.
Racist.
I'm like, why? Like, man, like, when I have one of my favorite foods, just like I forget about everything.
Oh,
Right?
Okay, so hold on. So
Yeah.
you said not just Korean fried chicken. You just said fried chicken in general.
Yeah.
So where do you think it started?
I happened to be having Korean fried chicken yesterday.
Oh, okay. But
Yeah.
where do you think that obsession started? Was that with Popeyes?
Wait, hold on. Let Jason finish his thought. You just
okay.
interrupted him, man. What the
That's
hell?
okay. It's okay.
We're on to a good start, guys.
Yeah, we are.
Great to be back. Anyways.
So I don't know where that preference started. When we were kids, my parents would take us to Popeyes for a treat, and maybe like that's where it started. But Popeyes was awesome, but I kind of forgot about it during like college and beyond because we didn't really have a Popeyes in Waco. Did we?
Yeah, we did.
No.
We never really did. I don't think we did until much later.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, we just had Bush's, which I thought sucked, and we had Church's, which I didn't really go to.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But they did have pretty good fried chicken in the dorms, from what I remember.
No. I
What?
don't think so.
No. They were terrible.
Yeah.
Actually,
not.
you know who had good fried chicken? Disneyland. Thomas, do you remember?
Yeah, they have good fried chicken.
Yeah, that
That
one.
you're talking about the restaurant right on the edge of the downtown before you go to either parks.
Yeah.
Or actually,
yeah.
no, you go into Disneyland Park, but yeah.
No, you're in Disneyland, but it's like on the way to the.
Yeah, it's like right next to that Circle Park area.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, that place. Yeah.
Yeah, you know where it is, Jason, right? You go all
Yeah,
the
I
time.
go to
You go on
Disneyland
Sundays.
all the time. It's like right next door to me.
Yeah, it's only 2,200 miles. No big deal.
Yeah.
And it's more expensive than a hotel. Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, that's actually surprising, Jason, that you didn't like Bush's because we went a lot.
Yeah, I don't get why we went so much. I'm like, are you serious? It's like too salty. It's not crispy.
Uh-huh.
And everyone loved the sweet tea, but it was like 200% sugar.
Yeah.
Like, how do you drink
Yeah.
this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. It was like a hit or a miss, though. Sometimes, like, the Bush's chicken is either not breaded enough or it's just too soggy or it's just one time it was like only half of it was breaded. I'm like, wait, where's the other half?
Yeah.
They ran out.
Yeah, or they just got lazy. You're like, eh. But yeah, I remember right across the street because it was on the Bush's is right across the street from that taco place, though. That Mexican king.
Oh, Burrito King.
A burrito king, yeah.
Yeah.
I'd rather go to Burrito King than freaking Bush's chicken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Burrito King was pretty. They had good tortas, from what I remember.
Yeah, I remember those. They had good agua frescas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
those were
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Anyways, so fried chicken is one of my favorites. I think it's gonna be I think it's a lot of people's favorites, especially now with all the new like Korean style fried chicken places popping up everywhere.
Mm.
So I was just thinking like, what is it about like our favorite foods that just makes you like forget everything just for like a few minutes? Yeah.
That is a deep question.
Uh,
Actually, I want to drill on that point on the Korean fried chicken. That's such a weird phenomena because I mean, clearly I missed that wave. Everyone loves eating Korean fried chicken. Obviously, there's a difference in the way they're making it. Because at least
Right.
from my understanding, like it's the batter that the Korean fried chicken is made versus
Yeah,
the regular American style, right?
Right.
yeah. Like for example, rice chicken, they use a rice-based batter instead of wheat,
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
so
Yeah.
the texture is different. And
yeah.
Is
then yeah,
it's crunchier, right?
yeah, supposedly it's crunchier and healthier, but who cares about health?
Yeah, I mean, you're eating fried food. Nothing
Yeah,
about it is
you're already taking
healthy.
an L
Yeah.
on your health.
Yeah,
Um, but yeah, Thomas, so I'm guessing you didn't really get the whole craze.
yeah, because I think from my from when I realized I might have missed that Korean fried chicken phase was at a point where I was over my fatty phase. I was like, I just want to eat, leaves and like steamed chicken breasts all day, every day, just to stay healthy. So
Mm.
I consciously tried hard not to, you know, dig into stuff that's good tasting, like fried chicken, sweets and stuff. But
What about now?
occasionally when I do, huh?
What about now?
Yeah. So now, I mean, this was the early days when I was like trying to lose weight and stuff. But nowadays, I'll obviously have cheat days. So I love to eat like Japanese ramen. You
Mm.
know, let's see what else is there. I'll eat like so. I'll still not. Okay. I love fried chicken and I love fried food. Like KFC is
Mhm.
my favorite, all time favorite. So
Really?
if you're stacking up, KFC versus churches versus Popeyes.
Yeah.
Actually, okay, yeah. So those three verses, Popeyes would definitely was my favorite as a kid, and I love their mashed potatoes because they it was like clumpy and they had like a lot of seasoning, so it had a lot of texture to it.
Yeah.
But then
Right.
the fried chicken was all right. It was not my particular favorite, but then I remember going to Church's Chicken as a kid after church on Sundays because it was like right next door, and I was like, oh, I'm still going to church because I'm going to Church's Chicken, right? So I
Uh,
used to eat that. I was a kid, I was an idiot. So like, what did I know? But then most of my life, I loved fried chicken. The best combo. Oh my gosh, I was like the ultimate fatty. I would get the boneless chicken strips, order
uh,
the mashed potatoes, and order the
Oh.
mashed gravy, and use the stick as like a swirling stick, and I just eat that whole clump and put hot sauce and take it in one big bite.
oh, that's good.
Wow. That sounds
Yeah,
good.
Wait,
yeah,
so
that,
KFC is your favorite?
yeah.
Have you tried Jollibee's fried chicken?
Okay, so I've tried their chicken. I've tried it twice, and the thing
Hmm.
is, like, I don't really like it because it's too greasy. Like
Oh,
I
huh.
already feel, what do you call it?
But
Uh,
like, I mean, it's fried chicken. I mean, yeah.
yeah, I know. Like, why does it matter? It doesn't matter. It's all the same, right? But like, I just because I was introduced to Jollibees, in the later adult in my life, and like
Uh,
during these later years of my adult life, I don't really appreciate food so much. I just eat it for sustenance, and if I'm craving something, it's usually something I've liked before, right?
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
but that being said, the Korean fried chicken though, I actually like eating that, and I won't actively go out of the way to eat any of those fried chicken, even like Korean fried chicken, only except when my wife wants to go out and eat it. And I gotta admit, like out of all the fried chicken food, I think Korean fried chicken's like the best. There's this one place locally here called Hotdog. It's pretty good, so I like their stuff.
All right, we'll try it out next time I'm there.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. I'll take you out there.
Cool. All right, Steven, you go.
Oh, um, when it comes my when I was reading your topic, it was like favorite food. So my favorite type of food is Italian food. But I I did grow up eating so origins, right? I grew up eating fried chicken and I grew up eating McDonald's. So I still have a freaking soft spot for McDonald's, okay? I know their food is not healthy or natural, but whenever I get a Big Mac, it still excites me. For
So you're
fried
a
chicken, huh?
So you're a Big Mac kind of guy. You don't like the big and tasty.
No, I'm either a Big Mac guy or a quarter pounder guy with
Hmm.
extra pickles.
Okay, have
I
you
don't like
had the double Big Mac? They used to
no.
sell that back in high school.
Yeah. It's like 4 patties, right?
Yeah.
I have never had that. That looks too big. I know I gained 10 pounds, but if I ate that thing, I would probably gain like 20 more pounds on top of that. Like,
Yeah, you would have another chin on your face.
actually, you know what they've been doing at McDonald's? They
Uh-huh.
started they started mixing like okay, so they have the double burger where it's like there's fish on the bottom and there's meat patty on the top. So they
Oh,
just combined like
Wait,
two
what?
burgers in
you
one.
would.
Yeah.
I would not mix fish with beef. That
That
would taste funky to me.
I
Yeah,
might
that's
have it
weird.
wrong, but they started mixing like two types of separate meats into one burger.
Hmm.
I don't know if they're still doing that, but like I went there like a month ago and they had that and I was like, "Whoa. That is weird. I'm not going to try it though." So for McDonald's though, they like I still love their fries. Like
Uh,
uh, I
Yeah,
yeah.
something about their fries is different.
And
yeah.
you know what's weird? When you're young, like the parents take you to these places as special occasions. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
you did something well, you get McDonald's. You did something well, you get KFC. Everything other than that is like Chinese food at home, right?
yeah,
So,
Yeah.
and now when you think about it, like no one wants to go to McDonald's. No one wants to go to KFC. No one wants to go to I'll occasionally want to go to Popeyes because I really like their Cajun style seasoning.
Wait, do we have one here locally?
No, it's by our friend's place, Derek's
Oh,
place.
right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So over there,
Yeah, they
I'll
would have one
go.
there.
Huh? Yeah.
They would have one
Yeah.
there.
Um, but yeah, like I do know that that's where it came from for me. Um, it was that these restaurants they were treated as special occasions if you did something well, and particularly for Italian food, my mom used to cook spaghetti when we were doing like when it was a special cooking like moment for her. Like she wanted to like surprise us. She would always make spaghetti. So I think
Mhm.
from that moment is when I started getting addicted to like Italian style food.
Huh.
And
Interesting.
it's
Was this before or after your obsession with The Godfather?
no,
Yeah.
this is way before. This is when we were kids. Like
Okay.
oh, and particularly I'm gonna ask you guys, like when y'all were growing up, did y'all have like Chef Boyardee? Did you have like
No,
you
I
know what I
wanted
mean?
to. My
Me
yeah,
too.
my parents wouldn't let me because they're like, "Oh, that's junk. It's unhealthy," which they're true. Like
Yeah.
they're right, but I
Yeah,
was just curious. It was like the forbidden fruit, like
exactly.
Yeah.
spaghettios, like Chef
Yeah,
Boyardee,
yeah.
Uh-huh.
the
Like
instant pizzas.
the
Yeah.
lasagna,
Yeah,
mini lasagnas or whatever
yeah,
they're
yeah,
called.
yeah. Yeah. Then like
Yeah.
the like shitty canned like alphabet soup. Like yeah, I was so curious about all that stuff. Oh, Lunchables. Do you remember
Oh
Lunchables?
Yes,
yeah.
I wanted the
Yeah.
pizza one.
Yeah, and they were the coolest. All the cool kids had Lunchables, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you look at it, it looks like pathetic because you can't get full off of it, but
Yeah.
that's what the cool kids ate, and I could never have one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My
Yeah.
parents used to buy me the cracker and ham Lunchables, but they never bought me the pizza one, and I always wanted it.
Hmm.
And I remember my my classmates, they used to be making it in elementary school. And then you know how the sauce comes in that pack, right? Where you squeeze it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would always like beg them to get the last squeeze of their sauce because I was like, I
Are
just
you
wanted to try
serious?
it. Yeah. No, this
Uh-huh.
was when I was in Arlington though. This was a
Right.
long time ago.
Oh, so this is when you. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll leave that joke aside. Offline.
But yeah, so I think it's crazy like I definitely think that my youth um you know everything that I enjoy I still enjoy, but it's rooted in special occasions like
Hmm.
pizza, right? like you would always have a pizza party at school. You guys
Mhm.
remember that? The personal pan pizzas?
At school?
Uh,
Yeah.
we would just order Pizza Hut or Domino's.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was
yeah.
that was the thing.
But like didn't y'all get like the personal pan pizzas in school?
I don't
I mean,
remember.
I remember they had like pizza, yeah, personal pizzas, but I mean, it wasn't anything
Oh,
memorable, at least
oh,
in my schools.
you're talking about like the square one, right?
Yeah, the square ones.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Are you
those
talking
weren't
about
that good.
the rectangular ones that you had for school lunch that was only had cheese on it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I was thinking. You
Well,
like those?
okay. At
No, those were like so bad.
no,
Yeah.
but at my old school, like in Arlington, it was like a public school, but
Uh,
like sometimes they would have like personal pan Pizza Hut.
oh,
It was like
interesting.
a round pizza and then they cut it into fours.
Yeah.
And it was a really small box, but I remember you'd have to pay like extra for it.
Hmm.
And and sometimes like they would have it at school for like a special pizza party. And then you
Hmm.
didn't have to pay extra. So I never paid extra. I would always wait for the pizza party and then they would just have it.
Really? That's
Yeah.
funny.
So maybe it's like it's also a district thing, but I remember in Arlington we had it a couple times or something.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Interesting.
Well, that reminds me. So tell me if this is true of your guys' experience. So
Hmm.
growing up, you were never really able to like eat all of that like Americanized like fast food, junk food kind of food. Only on special occasions, right? But then when you went
Uh,
off to college, like away from home, now you have like free reign over anything, right?
Yeah.
uh,
Like you basically eat wherever you want. So you just go ham, start eating like all this fast food, all of this like really crappy Chef Boyardee instant $1 pizzas, right?
I
yeah.
never went back
And
to it.
then and then you really start to appreciate like your home cooked like in me and Steven's case, like Taiwanese parents cooking,
Mm.
like real Chinese/Taiwanese cuisine,
Hmm.
and you're like, man, like that was actually legit. Like I didn't appreciate what I had until now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that true of you guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cuz if you
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, for me, I appreciated it in the scope of health wise because a lot of the stuff that I eat and that stuff that's served in restaurants, I mean, it's over, you know, there's too much flavor, right? There's too much sugar or too salty or whatever. So,
Yeah.
in that context, yeah, I appreciated the home cooking health wise. But yeah, I mean, yeah, that's how it gained. I mean, that's how it gained like 10 pounds, 20 pounds almost.
Mm.
Post college, yeah. Plus the beer. Beer definitely does a number on you. But
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember what I binged on during college.
Well,
I
Chipotle.
mean,
when
I don't. Huh?
when you
Chipotle,
were
right?
rooming with me,
Chipotle? Uh,
no, you always your mom always had like frozen packages.
did she?
Yeah, so you would have a bunch of like
Remember?
frozen foods in the freezer. But
Uh,
but
I
at the
forgot.
same time, we would drive randomly to like there's like that
Uh,
restaurant on the around that turnstile.
the
Um
roundabout. Or
yeah,
not the
the
roundabout. That
roundabout.
circle. No, it was like that
Taco
circle
trailer.
intersection.
Yeah, there's like a really nice like a little upper class restaurant. We would drive around there all the time.
Uh
We
huh.
would go to like Taco Diner. Or no, not Taco Diner, but the taco truck.
Yeah, the taco trailer.
Yeah, taco trailer.
Yeah.
But there was always that those two streets, right, where they had Fazoli's and Waterburger.
Oh yeah, you're talking about that's parallel to the to that main. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. They had like
Yeah.
Fazoli's, Wendy's, Whataburger, Taco, Long John Silver. You
Yeah.
know? Oh my gosh, yeah.
So
That
that's what we were eating. You actually you used to eat Subway a lot too.
Oh
I
yeah, yeah.
remember
oh my
Subway.
Same here.
gosh.
Yeah.
I can't
Oh
stand eating that. I will never walk into another Subway ever again.
oh, and
It's so
Chili's.
gross.
You guys
Oh,
remember
Chili's.
Chili's? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, because it was right next to it was inside like the one of the was it like a dormitory or
Yeah.
something?
It was
Yeah, it
a
was
Yeah.
parking
connected
lot.
to the what's it called, North Village?
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
the
yeah.
parking lot area. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man, that's crazy.
So and I think the other I think the other reason why I missed Chinese food is because basically in Waco there was only
Uh-huh.
Magic China or
Oh yeah, that's right.
like
Wasn't that pretty like it was decent, right? It wasn't as bad as
well
there's another one that was terrible.
Let's
okay
see.
okay so Magic China you had to know that they had a separate menu. They had a special menu at Magic China.
They
Oh.
did?
Yeah.
Oh.
They had like
But I
authentic
didn't know.
Cantonese food at Magic China from what I remember.
Uh,
Yeah, there was another really bad one where I think it was called China something, but
Of course.
it was worse than Panda Express.
I actually like Panda Express.
I love
yeah.
Panda, dude.
Let me tell you, dude. Okay, you know one food that I like to this day, like when I get hungry and when I want to eat like nasty food, Panda Express. Yo, when I eat, I get Panda Express. I get the 3 entree, fill
Yeah.
it all three with orange chicken, chow mein, and get another fourth entree thing with either another orange chicken or a Szechuan chicken. Then
Oh,
Yeah. It's not
I just,
nasty.
well, not nasty. Sorry, it's not healthy. It's
it's
obviously because it's
definitely not
Actually,
fast food.
healthy.
here's what I do now when I get it
Uh,
like very occasional. I get the power greens, which is
Yeah,
uh,
like cabbage, broccoli, like all veggies. Then I get like two meats.
yeah.
Power greens
And the
and two
meats,
meats.
yeah, there's like some sugar on there, but all of that fiber, like really, it really balances out. I think.
Interesting.
Yeah, try it next time.
Actually,
No, the only time we go to Panda Express is to eat. Well, that's like my
Massive.
splurge day because that's like if I did like a crazy cycle or something. So like
Yeah.
when I get a craving, like it's hard. Like I just get laser focused on like Panda Express. It's like the bat signal. It's like Panda Express. I need it. So it's crazy.
you know what?
But,
My wife really
oh,
likes Panda Express. So if we do it, we'll get like chow mein, we'll get orange chicken,
uh,
Beijing beef, and a
oh, Beijing
vegetable.
beef. Yeah, I love
Dude,
Beijing beef.
yeah. Oh, Thomas, when you said Szechuan chicken, they
Uh,
used to they don't even have that anymore unless you're talking about kung pao chicken.
oh, it might be Kung Pao. Yeah, it's Kung Pao then. Yeah.
Because they had one called Szechuan chicken where it's like a chicken tender, but they put
Uh-huh.
spicy sauce on it.
Oh, I never seen that one.
And they never had it. They haven't had it for 3 years, and I miss it because it was freaking good. If you ever see
Uh,
Szechuan chicken at Panda Express, you should get it and try it.
That's a seasonal
Okay.
thing, right?
It's not even seasonal; it's gone. Like I have
Oh,
not seen it for
oh,
Oh,
3 years.
interesting.
Yeah,
Well, there's an actual Szechuan. There's like an actual authentic Szechuan Chinese food from Szechuan, I
yeah,
guess region
yeah,
in your area, in your city. It's
dude.
called
There's
Spice. Is it Spicy City or Spice City?
dude. Spicy
Yeah,
City is good.
yeah. That
Yeah,
place is really good.
yeah.
We'll take you there too, Jason. That's a
Yeah.
good place.
okay. I always get
Um,
laughed at when we go to a like a Chinese place because I
why?
always try the General Toast chicken.
What the?
Why
Yeah.
not? Why not? Like why?
You know,
What's wrong with that?
is
Well,
that a real Chinese dish?
Yeah, dude, it's good. It's
is it
good.
really?
I mean, we get other stuff, but I always have to try it.
Yeah.
So is
I mean,
that?
because
Yeah, go for
no,
it.
go ahead.
See, everyone laughs at me. I don't get it. Like, what's so funny about it?
No, I'm just like, whenever I go to a Chinese restaurant, I always have a baseline, all right? So I'll order the basic food so I can know if it's good. So you're saying your baseline is General Joe's chicken, which is pretty much
General
like
Toast chicken.
General Cho's chicken,
TSO.
which is technically not like that. That's like an American-made like Cantonese style dish.
Yeah, dude, it reflects who we are if you
Yeah.
think about it.
It's an Americanized Asian food.
Yeah.
Okay,
Because
I'll
we are
give
Asian American. Yeah.
Besides, I mean, like once you think about stuff, like you can't really make fun of people for liking what they like,
yeah.
Yeah.
unless
Yeah,
it's
no, that's
Nickelback.
true.
So who makes
Yeah.
fun of you when you order General Cho's chicken?
Like my parents, Jesse always laughs at me.
Well, of course your parents are gonna make fun of you.
Yeah,
Jesus
yeah.
Christ.
But yeah, like Jesse makes fun of me. Like the people I'm with make fun of me.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Wait,
and
so
then I feel like the waitresses always give me a weird look when I order it.
that's like,
You
like
know,
you're
they like
Asian.
they come and they greet you in Mandarin. I'm like,
Yeah.
I like answer what I'm able to because I'm not used to
Uh-huh.
speaking it anymore.
Yeah.
And then I order it, and they're like, oh, "Really? Okay." They kind of like pause for a second, then they just walk off.
Yeah.
Silently judging
I'm
you.
like, "Oh, what's the big deal, man? Just I like it.
I
Just
enjoy
keep
it.
doing
Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
Yeah, let
so-
me just have it.
Can you explain the flavors in General Joe's chicken that make you like it? What are the
Yeah.
What is it about it?
Well, I guess it's like the closest thing to Korean fried chicken because it's like crispy. It's
Yeah.
like kind of sweet, kind of spicy,
Yeah.
kind of sour. You know, it's got like all of those flavors mixed in.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's
The only-
just like my comfort food.
Yeah, the only
Okay.
thing that's different is like the General Tso chicken. The sauce is not as starchy and it's not drenched versus where Korean fried chicken. They kind of flavor it a little bit.
Yeah, yeah, it's very similar.
Yeah,
So
but they're
is
very
it-
similar in nature.
Is it like the Thomas? What's when you go to a Korean Chinese restaurant, right?
Uh huh.
And then you get that sweet and sour pork.
Oh
How do you
yeah,
say
yeah.
that
Oh.
in
Tang suyuk.
Tangsuyuk.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, tangsuyuk. Yeah.
Does
it's
it
like
taste
that.
like that?
Kind of
Yeah.
less. I
So
would say less sour, a little bit more spicy, in my opinion.
yeah, actually, that's so for I might be wrong. Oh, no, I'm pretty sure the batter, the tangsuyuk, effectively because tangsuyuk is like fried pork chops or
Yeah.
something, and they use a rice batter, I believe. So that's the same kind of rice
Oh.
batter that they use for Korean fried chicken. So I think that's how they started that idea.
That makes sense.
Tangsuyuk?
Yeah, tangsuyuk.
That
Google
stuff
that.
is so addicting.
Yeah, it's like really sweet.
Yeah, I
Yeah, I'm
love.
telling you, like every culture's take on Chinese food is good for some reason. Right?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, no, it's so true.
Like I hey, laugh at me, but I mean, yeah, it's good.
Yeah, if it tastes good, it tastes good. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It's in the eye of the
Yeah.
beholder, or taste
There's-
bud of the beholder.
If you think about jjajangmyeon, right? It's so different. Like
Yeah, Korean versus the Chinese version.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. The style of the sauce, right? So Korean Chinese is more bean paste, and it's a little thicker, and the way y'all make the noodles is a little more chewier.
Yeah.
Whereas in
Mhm.
Chinese, it's also a regional thing. But like in my mother-in-law makes it, and it's like a meat sauce, but it's freaking good too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's not. It's more meat versus like the sauce, right?
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I find that interesting.
Okay, so let's move on to my other half of the topic. So related to food, people say that smell is the strongest trigger for memory,
Uh-huh.
and so I was thinking like, oh, what are some smells that trigger memories for me? And I thought of a couple for me. The first one is the smell of a certain kind of paper. You know when you were young and you got that little book order catalog? It's like the
Oh, mhm.
Elastic Book Fair or something. It's like
Oh.
a 2-pager.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
And then like you would take it home to your parents and you like circle the ones you want.
yeah.
And they may or may not like order for you.
They mostly did not. Yeah.
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 But like I remember the smell of like the new book that I got.
Mm-hmm.
It just like triggers like my grade school days. So whenever I smell it, like sometimes when I open like a cardboard box, sometimes
Yeah.
I get a whiff of it.
Uh-huh.
if I go to a bookstore and then like I like open a book, it might have it as well.
Oh.
So I I do get that, but it's really sporadic.
What's
Like
what's your smell?
actually, it's more old people.
What?
Well, okay, explain.
Like old people have like a specific scent to them.
Yeah, yeah,
You
they
know what I
do.
mean?
Yeah.
So like whenever an old person will walk by, like I'll immediately think about like my grandparents or something.
Oh yeah, yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
mean?
Okay.
I think that
But
happens to
then
me too.
when you were asking that question originally on the thread, I thought you were talking about food. And
Oh, it
then
can be anything, anything.
so I immediately jumped to like stinky tofu
Oh,
because
oh,
I was like, number one, I hate stinky tofu.
uh,
What? Really?
Yeah,
Still?
yeah, I still don't like it.
uh,
And number two, it's like it's when I see my mom the happiest
eating
Yeah.
sticky
She
tofu.
knows what's up.
because like they love it. You know, it's like
Interesting.
my mom's favorite food is stinky tofu, and she'll always feel bad for ordering it because like I'm there like you know.
Yeah.
So, um,
Okay, what about blood sauce? Okay, I remember you used to take me to that one Chinese restaurant back in Texas in Plano,
yeah,
and you'd order stinky tofu and then blood sausage. No,
big blood,
pig's
big blood.
blood cube.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was
it,
interesting.
that w-
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, and the not pygophone. Um,
Neural
mofo
Mian.
tofu. No,
Oh, my,
tofu. Mafo tofu. Yeah, so good. Yeah. But I remember, yeah, that sticky tofu. I was like, dude, I don't know how you guys can eat this.
It's like cheese where it smells like shit, but it tastes so
no,
good.
no, it's not.
No,
It's
it
not
is.
like
It is.
cheese.
Well, there is some cheese that smell really bad. I
Yeah,
thought I
Yeah.
smelled all kinds of cheese, but there's one I smell. I was like, dude, this is disgusting. Who wants to eat this? you
did
know?
you try it though?
What, sticky tofu?
No, no,
Yeah.
the stinky cheese.
Oh no, no. I mean,
Oh no.
it's gonna have this similar texture. So,
I mean, blue cheese it tastes good to me, but it smells like shit.
oh my gosh, blue cheese is terrible.
You're
Yeah.
basically
No, I.
smelling bacteria colonies.
But
Yeah.
that's a weird thing because like I'm okay with cheese. Like I can eat blue cheese. I can eat brie. I can eat like
Oh,
stinky cheese.
I'm talking not those common types of cheese, but if you go to like a deli or
Specialty.
something,
Yeah,
Mm,
and you like those special cheeses they have behind the counter,
yeah.
some of them don't smell good at all.
yeah. It's
But
definitely
here's
an
the thing,
acquired taste.
Yeah.
like the stinky tofu. I just when I bite into it, I bite the smell, and the
Oh, hey,
smell.
do you eat it? Do you eat it like the hot pot version or the fried version?
I've eaten both.
The fried version's way better.
I know, and it's still not good to me. I still can't get over it. I can't get over it. I don't know why.
It might be a memory trigger for a lot of people, I suppose. People who like it is because they have some really, well, like you said, Jason. Like the smell has like a trigger that makes them really want to enjoy it. Yeah,
Yeah.
because I mean that's stinky tofu, blue cheese. Um, I think there's like a Korean dish as well that has
Yeah,
something
yeah.
really pungent.
Yeah,
I
it's
can't
Yeah.
recall right now.
it's like a fermented soybean dish, right? I think
Oh yeah, yeah,
it's
yeah.
I don't remember the
I
name.
thought there was
But
a fermented like seafood dish too.
isn't that Icelandic or
Oh
Oh,
yeah, yeah. I saw that on TV. I heard that is just terrible, but yeah,
Yeah, I
I
haven't
feel
tried
like those kinds of dishes are like memory trigger events that makes them enjoy it.
Yeah.
oh,
Thomas, what
so
about you?
yeah.
Anything in particular?
Um, yeah. So I had one in mind. Let me remember. Okay. So whenever you go down or whenever you walk through buildings that are they're old, built in like the 1950s and 60s, it has like the weird, peculiar old building smell to it. So
Okay.
whenever I smell that, it reminds me instantly of I used to go to so for the audience, for context, I used to go to the Chinese schools in Texas for not to learn Mandarin, but to because they actually had what is it, like SAT class, advanced
Yeah.
math classes and stuff. So I took those classes in high school. So that particular smell will instantly bring back memories of those times of going
Mm.
to Saturday morning classes, at that Chinese school program. So that's a
Was
pretty
that
strong
a
trigger memory.
was that a bad memory for you? Did you hate going to class?
No, no, it wasn't a bad memory. It was just like a. I remember I just felt like an idiot like more than half the time because I was like, dude, I don't know how to do this, but all the students are somehow like somehow do finish their homework.
That's most of my
Um,
No,
school
that's
career
because their
too.
parents are doing it for them.
yeah,
Yeah.
is it okay? Yeah, I was like, dude, I felt like an idiot, but I mean, but outside of like the schoolwork itself, it was a lot of fun because I mean, I hung out, I had a lot of friends and stuff.
Yeah.
Um, going there, but yeah, that's a really strong trigger memory. And there was this other one. I remember whenever I walk through, like whenever I go through the mall and walk through like the perfume aisle, like there's this one particular perfume I smell instantly. I think of my mom, growing up as a kid. So like in the like late early, somewhere in the 90s. So
Yeah.
I
Is
don't
it
exactly know what particular perfume, but it's like a common perfume that every other Asian woman had. So
Yeah.
whenever you walk through an Asian mall and you see an Asian woman walk by, you smell. I'm like, oh, it smells like my mom. So yeah. But
Yeah,
what were you
and
gonna say, Jason? Yeah. Oh,
no? Yeah, you already answered it.
yeah.
that that's kind of how I feel about like the old people smell.
Okay.
Like, because I feel like there's a particular perfume that Taiwanese grandparents, like grandmas, wear, and anytime
Interesting.
they walk by and I sniff it, my grandma.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
I was like,
Yeah.
grandma.
but
It could
there
be.
is a specific smell from old people.
There is.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
Yeah.
scientifically proven.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I'm just like, oh god, they're old. Oh, Okay, here's another one. Jason, you might get this one, but like anytime I walk by a open sewer, like
What?
for some
Oh, you
reason,
smell like sewage?
no, for some reason I'm like, wow, this smells like Taiwan in the
Oh yeah, no, I was
90s.
gonna say that.
Yeah,
I was gonna say
Oh,
the
interesting.
faint whiff of sewage mixed with the gas, like diesel or gasoline of
yeah,
Uh-huh.
cars, because
Yeah.
it's like so densely populated. There's a bunch of like cars and scooters and motorbikes always around you.
yeah,
Uh-huh.
So like, I mean, nowadays it's much better. Like if you go to Taiwan now, you can't really
Yeah.
smell
Yeah.
it too often. But back in the day, like I would say in the late '90s, actually like the mid late '90s, like it was pretty bad. But yeah, yeah, every time I smell that, I'm reminded of the big city.
yeah.
Like New York smells the exact same, actually.
I would
Oh my
imagine.
gosh, dude. New York
Yeah.
smells terrible.
Actually, New York is worse.
Is there?
Like,
Okay.
'cause add in the smell of piss, and then yeah,
Dude, yeah.
I think it's also like depending on the alley you decide to go through.
right.
Dude,
yeah.
not even the alleyway. If you sit on any of the subways, the public transits
Oh,
that take you to any of the boroughs, dude, they all smell like piss. It's crazy.
yeah, that would.
Yeah,
that would
and bo.
Oh yeah, really bad
Oh.
BO.
I
Yeah.
wonder if that's the same in Japan
I
because
don't know.
it's so tightly compacted. Like a lot of people are in there at once. Like I wonder
I
if
remember it was mostly just bo, but no sewage and no
no piss.
no piss.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I feel like Japan would be cleaner when it comes to like the piss and the
Yeah,
the
it
BO
wasn't.
though.
Yeah, when I visited too, when I visited Tokyo, there was a clear distinction. Like Tokyo versus New York, Tokyo was like uber clean,
Yeah.
versus New York.
No rat.
No
Thomas,
rat
were you
problem.
there when we're waiting for our train, and then we saw something moving on the tracks? It was like these big rats just hanging out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, okay, yeah, there it is.
There it is. Yeah. Wait,
Was it-
remember when I showed you guys that video like a couple months ago of like it was like the size of so there's like a dead rat, right? It was
Oh.
already like the size of like
Yeah.
this big, right?
Yeah.
It was against like this wired fence with a drip covered.
Yeah.
All of a sudden,
Something-
seconds later, you say, whoop, bam! It just like disappears.
Yeah.
And then you're like, what the heck happened, right?
Yeah.
And then seconds later, you see like this head just slowly move out, and it's like a face of a rat just like sniffing around. It was like the size of my head.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my gosh, that I've never seen a rat that huge ever in my life.
That's Master
Yeah.
Splinter from Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
So
I
it was a
mean-
rat like eating another rat.
Yeah. It was just another, it was like a rat king or something, you know, just
It's a rat king.
cannibalistic. Yeah. Actually, because I was scrolling because I found it on Reddit. I was like scrolling through the comments,
Yeah.
and I remember the guy was saying, "Yeah, I remember staying, getting home late at night. I was taking the last train on the subway, and there was like there was like a little shadow, like about like a small, like a small toddler person, just kind of moving back and forth weirdly. And I look over, I stare at it, and all of a sudden I see it was like a gigantic rat, just like jumps over and scurries across the tracks, and like." From that point on, I never ridden that line ever again. So I was like, I mean, I'm just kind of curious, like how dirty the sewage system and how crazy the types of animals that live there.
Yeah, I
Dude,
kind of want to
be
explore like the underground of New York
Yeah.
City.
Yeah.
Apparently, there's like a whole like other city right underneath, like
Really?
abandoned subway tunnels.
Yeah, that's
old
where the
subway
Ninja Turtles are.
stations. Yeah, like I want to see like what fucked up shit's down there.
I'm actually really curious too, but I know I might like get myself killed if I, within like the first 10 minutes, because
I wonder.
I just feel like there's some crazy gnarly stuff in there. Like,
Yeah,
you just-
like
Yeah.
homeless people probably have
Yeah.
encampments there.
yeah,
Like mutated animals, who knows?
yeah,
Crocodiles, alligators.
yeah.
No, really, there might be.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no, I
seriously,
know.
yeah.
Because I
mean,
remember, I went to Taiwan, and then we're in the southern part, and there's a rat. It was like this big,
uh-huh.
and then
Oh
No way.
wow,
yeah,
you
it was
saw
this big,
one.
and then
You
You sure it was a
scurried-
rat?
Huh?
You sure it was a rat? It could have been another kind of animal.
Like
No,
a
no,
cat
it was
or
a rat.
something.
It was a rat because it
Oh,
was like really
wow.
fat here, and then
Uh-huh.
it had its tail and everything, and then it was just scurrying through the street, and my dad was like, "Follow it." And I was like, "What?" And he's like, "Yeah, that rat. Look how fat it is. It means it eats well." So we
What about the
kinda-
other eating
we
rats?
followed it on into like this little alley, and then there's a seafood like it was a fish stew restaurant, like one of those hole in the wall fish stew places. We ended up eating there, and it was like delicious. We were like, "Oh man, this rat, dude."
Yeah, actually, it reminds me of that one time back in back in high school. You like all of you guys would know, in the Chinatown in is it Garland,
Yeah,
right? Yeah, so they had maize ice cream. Jason, have you been there?
Yeah,
man.
oh, that's in Richardson, right?
Richardson, yeah.
Yeah.
That place was good. Their pai gu fan, oh my gosh,
yeah.
that was delicious. But I remember like I saw like a rat like scurry across the room, and I like freaked out. I was like, that is gross. But then I remember, Steven, you told me that story. Like, that's a good sign. That means this place is really good because the rat lives there. I'm like, what?
Yeah, because they're eating well, man. They're
Yeah.
it's funny how culturally, like, I don't know, Jason, did your parents ever say something like that to you?
No?
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't think so.
What were your parents mainly in the city, or were some of them in the country? Like in the South?
My mom's side is from more in the city. My dad's side's more in the country.
Oh, okay. Okay. Because I was gonna be like, well, it's got to be like deep down south, where you see the big rats, and you're like, all right, follow that thing.
I'm pretty sure your dad was joking too.
I don't know, man. Because
Really?
yeah, because he told me that way after I told you that at the Maze restaurant.
Oh, okay.
So he must have made that joke to me many times before for me to like bring it up. Yeah,
That's it.
But yeah.
Yeah. Looks like we're coming up to the end of our topics.
Yeah. Hit it on the mark, basically.
Yeah. Cool. All right. Thanks everyone for listening. Hope you enjoy this little trip down memory lane and us just shooting the shit with each other. Tune
That's
back
right.
in for something a little bit more serious next time. All right,
Yep.
Hey,
thanks
Tom.
everyone.
Yeah.
Peace out.
Peace
Skadoosh.
out.